Chicago's very own is sponsored by Wintrust, Chicago's bank.
She is the founder of an organization that teaches children how to better care for our planet.
But with the pandemic upon us and recent looting in some of the areas of the city, she came up with a creative way to provide food for those in need. Tony Anderson is one of Chicago's very own. WGN's Micah Mater has more.
Urban ecologist Tony Anderson teaches her children that planting trees in a bustling metropolis like Chicago brings a calming peace through nature to an often chaotic city.
When you're living in busy areas that are high stress, it's important that we have the ability to kind of sit on a bench and just watch butterflies and have that be for no other reason other than that.
Founder of Sacred Keeper Sustainability Lab, Anderson's organization focuses on schooling children in urban areas about caring for Mother Earth.
I can teach youth to be better consumers and better stewards of the planet and get engaged in nature.
But those lessons came to a screeching halt a few months ago when COVID-19 hit Illinois. Forced to put her nonprofit on hold, her workspace sat dormant. That is, until a few weeks ago.
Justice. Stop killing us.
After the death of George Floyd in May, civil unrest throughout the world left communities without access to essentials, including groceries.
There were no stores open. Our grocery stores, our pharmacies, nothing was in miles of our community. Nothing was open.
Located in Bronzeville at 45th and King Drive, the outside is nondescript, but Anderson says it took one simple click and people from all over the city chipped in to help stock this hub with donations.
A post on social media and said, hey, the space is going to function as a hub. If you have food to give, bring it. And if you need it, come get it. And if you can't get to us, we'll get out to you.
And with the help of her friend, Kaman Odukoya, the two have been delivering groceries to the elderly. During the looting, Odukoya says he had to drive to Merrillville, Indiana for fresh produce.
Fresh foods, not prepackaged, not processed foods, they were just notoriously difficult to get.
Tony says having these back-to-back issues has put a strain on her community.
Looters brought access issues, but COVID brought economic issues, where we have a lot of our community are jobless, can't afford a lot, we're highly stressed, and having to go from place to place to place to look for one item is taxing.
And she wanted the experience of shopping for groceries to be just the way it is when you go to the market.
To have a space where people can come in and kind of shop the way they would in a grocery store and pick out their own needs for themselves, I felt like was an empowering, dignified thing to do in this moment.
There's a lot of people who need a lot of things too, you know, like onions and stuff.
Anderson's food pantry has been open since the first week of June. It didn't take long for her to put it into action.
She's a person who keeps everything on the top of her head, and when there's a need or purpose or a function to be filled, she will put the call out.
And although preserving the earth is still a priority for Anderson, helping others during this time of crisis has taken the forefront, and it's been good for her soul.
If I can make a person feel empowered in this moment and have what they need without stress or worried about their pocketbooks, then that makes me feel like I'm doing my part.
Tony Anderson, she's one of Chicago's very own.
That was Micah Mater reporting. The Sacred Keepers Food Hub is currently open Monday through Saturday from 12:30 to 5:30.
For more information, you can visit our website, WGNTV.com.